Good morning. Coming to you live at Friday, August, I'll say April, dang, August 3rd, 2018, 0800 hours and 32 minutes. This marked the seventh month in this calendar year. And have you, within your resolve and resolution, did you find in yourself, whatever you wanted to accomplish, you should be, you should be two-thirds there. 75% because we at the month where the 7 month is 12 months. So you have September, August, November, that's 4 months. So that's 70 not done. You have a life, the mark line. Have you hit your mark? And name the land. So you don't subtract and add and take away the land and try to change it, which we have been doing with words and a lot of things we do. And we also been called African descent, or we were here, so we African American. Then now I'm doing more studying. We call it more Pan African, Indigenous, Aboriginal, which don't make Aboriginal wouldn't even make sense because every person on this earth is Aboriginal. We are abstract from the creator, so that don't make sense. Indigenous, or the word, if we're indigenous to the land, that means we all are, but so much to the land, we're not from Africa. We, some of us was already here, and some of our ancestors didn't get killed and were here. They just brought so many of the 144,000. Think about that number. Where have 144,000 you heard that from before? And we use the word sacred and the word sacrifice. Anything with sake was to hold up to keep upon us, to keep us. And then you add other words because they're curse or spelling words, or it's called language or translation. So I want to talk about black people, the black people talk. I don't talk about a lot. I mention a lot of things. And in my 35 years, what I noticed more lately is self content. We were taught, like we talk about the word racist. They say, can black people be, I'm gonna use the word black today, be racist? Yes. You can be racist towards your own race. It shows when you want assimilation and you want to intermingle and racialize, you see yourself as better. When you say you hate black people, when you don't see your own father as a black man, when you see your own next black man, you say you're not attracted to him, and you're made of the same what they're made of. So if you look like me and you're a woman, or you're darker than me or a little lighter, but your parents are like me, a little darker than me and lighter, and they're not from a mixed cultural background, and you say you hate black people, I keep hearing women say that. And they're like, they try to correct themselves. And then I met two that didn't. They just looked at me. I just looked at them like, well, I don't associate myself with you. And I got a lady friend that I like, but when she say that, she makes no sense to me because she's darker than me. She's more red. Her father is more like on a native, not native. He's like more African than like any of the people around us. He's from Africa. I cannot recall. I cannot recall if it was more Indian or African, or like some type of Caribbean. Not all Caribbeans are not black. They don't have black. A lot of races don't have black. Everybody in this world is not mixed. Now in the era we in, we're going to see more. I call it colonization. Colonization, just like Christianization, Americanization. They made you to where you wanted to be. Right now, I even say this to myself. That's not my own thought. I did not create this thought. People are like, well, the world was before, there's nothing new under the sun. I did not create this thought. This thought came from my experiences, how my life is going, and it changes. Like I hear people say so much words and it don't make sense. It's like a house don't feed you. Because you make money, that don't feed you. I work hard, that don't feed you. What feeds you is going in your works. Now when you put that to use, I don't care how much money you have. And I'm 35. If I'm not able to cook, I would slap myself in the face. If I'm not able to do some type of plumbing, some type of carpentry, welding, to me, that's me personally. This is and a lot of thoughts are my own thoughts mixed with other people's thoughts that I never met because I am very spiritual. We talk about the past of our creator, but people die for us. They didn't die for us literally, but to make sure I can't sit here and not be attacked by another ethnicity in this country of America, people die for that. And I give them honor too. And I give them a praise. Thank you. Because without them, our creator used them, or they got guidance from the creator. Not to die. They got guidance because they knew what needed to be done. I'm saying it's a way to be done. Like Kaepernick took this month marks the 2 year anniversary. I'm gonna call it anniversary, the changeover of what Kaepernick took the knee. He started a program because back in the day, a basketball player that was better than the Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kevin Durant or Steph Curry shooting wise, he changed his name. They kicked him out to the NBA. Now he playing the Big Three, the Ice Cube basketball league called the Big Three, and he did that, and he gave props. I give Kaepernick props, and there's people like, oh, a woman got mad at me on Tumblr talk about I'm the debater. She went by Coffee Cavoy. I forgot what Cavoy, COLQUOY. She got mad talk about. I was like, you misinterpreted my take. I said, what do we do after the knee? Kaepernick teaching kids how to handle the law enforcement instead of teaching kids the law. It'd be easier to teach somebody at a younger age that this is what you shouldn't do. Because when as they're killing us black men and we outside in the streets with our hands up, or we killing each other, pointing guns at each other, we don't know the law. And then when you pointing guns at each other, that's self-hate. So in the black community, we created after it's 266 religions and 266 laws and theories. Let that sink in as well. Just like the remnants, 144,000. Who was 144,000? See, we don't pay attention, but in Revelation, I do. Revelation comes from, and I wrote down how to explain the spirit. And I'm not going to do. I'm going to probably do that another time. It's kind of very hard to explain spiritually what comes to me. And I watch people, and I let a woman named Audrey stay with me talk about, you're mad because Yah, which is God to her, the creator to her, the most high, is giving her. I was like, no, you're confused. And you're confused because you're sitting here hating me, a person that done literally nothing to you, let you stay in the house, his apartment, his house, his residence, and know you from a can of paint, and you walk around with a knife. He have yet to show any is going to hurt you, but you're showing him that you can hurt him when he sleep. He letting a stranger in his house while I'm the one guy go to sleep and get ready to get up and go create revenue for myself while you sit there and do nothing. But give to say that's why, like, yeah, but if the creator allowed you, why you ain't get up and do your works? I kept telling her, you gotta work. It don't have to be a hard work. You got a plan because you live in a natural lifestyle. People want natural products. All you need, and I banked it. I was like, if I gave you $40, what would you do? She bought weed and everything. I was like, that $40 actually, because I did the math, it'll supply. And I did it a couple times, and I told her every time, let's start your business. She's like, well, these people need to help me. I was like, stop worrying about them. You the one that's homeless. They're homeless. They're gonna stay homeless. And they still homeless. Right now, she's lost. She's out of her mind. She don't even know who she is. But she want to explain the creator to me now. And I have friends like that. And I still have friends like that. But it's like I'm the only one that's really getting to know myself. Because I'm the only one that be like, I won't do that. And they be like, well, I don't know if I do that. Well, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of and not capable of doing. So when I learned the revelation that the creator have gave me about us as black people, especially in this country called America, the organization, the Federal Republic, the British colonies, the order, the propaganda, is we were taught racism to each other. We taught to hate. Hate is hatred. It's not colorism. It's called hatred. Let's use the correct word. That's like because women start a lot of conversation. I'm like, stop. What is the word? They were like, this word. I was like, no. Give me, this is the word. It's hatred. We hate each other. This is called hatred. It's built up from, it's foster, it's bred, B-R-E-E-D. B-R-E-E-D is bred, fostered, and it's nurtured, and then we got training, instruction, and we got teachers. It's not guided. See, guidance is can be negative or positive, as I stated, because you could control it. But people want to say, I guided you to into hating people. No, you trained, you fostered, you bred, you nurtured, they got experience. And then the most things we don't take account on in Revelation is manifest. We manifested our hate. I hate black people. Just like a woman say there's no good men. Just like a man say there's no good black women. I keep a lot of words in my head because I know I don't want to manifest the hatred. I don't manifest the hatred in me. It's never a time to not help a black woman or a black man, let alone any other race. A lady tried to call me up about her name is Jerry. She tried to say, why you talk to the white? Like, you say, hi, how you doing? I was like, Miss Jerry. I didn't say, hi, how you doing? And she just looked at me. Yeah, you couldn't call me out. She's like, I talked to my black woman. And she laughed. I like, you know what? They do. They ignore me. She just started laughing. I was like, she ignored me too. And she laughed again. I was like, that don't stop me from being me. Because my friend, I like when people actually challenge what I say. It's just like, why does it matter that she don't talk to you? He said, what's your reason to talk? And it don't require really no effort to really speak to no one based on a principle. I have a principles part too. It don't require effort. When you smile, when you frown, it requires supposedly less muscles and less blood cells. But when you smile, it requires more muscles. You know why? And more blood cells? Because that's what you're not used to doing. For me, my face, it can be straight or I'm smiling. My countenance is never really sad. I can get it in the demeanor or a countenance of when I don't feel so great or I'm not so hot. I'm not high esteemed of myself. So what I learned in Revelation, we are very hateful towards each other. And you can Google all these YouTube, black men with white women, black men with other race of women, white black women. And lately I say and I'm gonna give you the all truth of what happened to us. And it's through Revelation. You don't have to believe it or not, because women don't want to take account of their power. Women, I want to tell you this. If you knew, this is the easy way to explain it. Your stomach creates a womb when you procreate, reproduce. Within that create life. That helps create, and then you birth. You exceive a child out of your body. I don't call it con, because con is, I don't trick you. That's why you say you was conceived and they tricked you into sin. And we was tricked into curses and the iniquity that was we are tricked into war, racism, and poverty. We are tricked, but nobody bring us out. So Kaepernick not teaching no kids the law. The guy that's talking about get my money right, teach me, don't teach. Guide me, guide Kaepernick, guide the kids about the law. Guide me into the money, like the investment. I'm gonna guide you into all of these things, how to build your career. I had two things: assimilation, and that's gonna go to the self-hate. Why are we doing this? We got warfare because it's a price. We war against each other. We have the court system, the 90 shows and music and movie. What are we from? The marriage, the matrimony, the bond, what we have forgotten, what we do not utilize. So the lady did not the lady had to understand, you have the power. You are the $1 million dream. If Audrey had to took that products that she'd have been doing good. People want the natural soaps and cleaning products. And you build off of that. I don't got to go to Shark Tank to build my business. That's a damn joke, because they didn't go to nobody to build their business. And the dude tried to argue with me, talk about people that's rich. I was like, fool, you don't know who Oprah is. That lady wasn't giving money to become a billionaire, fool. And he tried to argue, what he would do with $1 million. He ain't say nothing about saving his money. Talk about he only spent, he get $100 million. He ain't say nothing about investing it back into the community. I was like, dude, you don't know nothing about money. I was like, if anything, he said, and I brought up Donald Trump. He said, why would you contact him? Because he would give you the best way to, and he wasn't listening to me. Now notice, he don't listen to me. And he said, at the womb, I was jumping and starting. I say, why you not a millionaire yet? He said, that's a different part of life. I'm like, no, it's not, because that's part of the business. Right now, you working at a job, which is a business. Let that sink in a little bit. I came on late. That's why I can talk like this. Most of my account, or what I'm gonna do, it's not gonna be about becoming a millionaire or a billionaire. It's about living well off and being able to pass down this information and guide the next generation to understand, get to the word. So right now, as black people, we in self-hatred. It's we hate each other. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't hang out with people that hate people that look like me. I would tell you, they were like, "Is this bad?" You can associate me with people. No, the hood is bad. Anything in the hood is bad. You know why? Until you clean up the hood and take the hatred out, it's going to be the hood. I don't care if you take the most up their family, unless they coming in the hood changes while they're there, or they becoming the embodiment, what it's supposed to be of cleaning up how people supposed to moral values and ethics don't come in there and it don't sweep out all the corruption, the dilution, the dilution, the corruption, the pollution, the smug, the residue. If it's not there to sweep it out and clean it, it's going to stay the same. You're not going to get rid of war, racism, and poverty until you sweep it out. Till you polish it. You gotta dust it. You got to scrub it. We have not scrubbed out self-hate. We have not scrubbed out of hatred. How are we getting better? And then people are like, well, I did it. So you're not passing no heritage down. So your child not going to receive what you got. You don't even know how to take your money and take it out of the government. With your social security number and your birth certificate, there's a bond on you. That's why marriage is a contract. See, we don't even understand. I'm telling people literally the all truth. We hate. It's not self-loathing. No, we just really hatred towards each other. We have so much hatred. Then I come in here now to understand. And it's when I think I got the answer or the resolution, another group build up. And coming from vision and revelation, you know who's creating this? The small amount of black people. We have people keep talking about it. It's out of 100%, 30% to 30, 25, maybe 20 to 30%, or it might be a little less than that. It's creating all of this hatred. But somehow reason, since these people are in front of us, and they passing it down to the people that's in front of us year after year. When you get rid of Little Kim, we didn't have a person for a while. We didn't need her because they was feminizing the male hip hop. They've been doing it for the longest, from day one. Sean Kemp just got paid. He was gay. The guy Silk was gay. LB Shore was bi. So the feminization or the feminism movement started 1300. So in the 13th century, we in 2018, we in the 20th century. And I finally realized that came to me recently. Fox also say the 21st century. And Fox, for some reason, they movies and TV shows, like they know what is happening. So what is going to happen in the 21st century? I won't know. I won't be here. But if we don't guide our children to the light, not the left. See, light and left. See these words. And this could sound funny and stupid to you. These words sound alike. Assimilation for a reason. Simulation. It's a depiction of how they're controlling this. This could sound funny. A guy asked me about how the world keep running. It's people on thrones. It's 12 thrones. See how that correlates to Christianization in the Bible, all these biblical books, these different versions, the Quran, the Torah. I don't believe no word because the Creator told me one time. It's been thousands of years since I created this earth. So you telling me from 0 BC to 0080 to 2018 so AC or AC after creator before creator, that don't even make sense because when he created earth is only like people like the earth, I want to let people know, is only thousands of years old. Somebody asked me about dinosaurs. I was like, we was here with dinosaurs. It's like, okay. It's like the chicken come from the dinosaurs. I was like, I'm like, you can believe it. But I know from the revelation what the Creator told me, everything is not correct. Some things are wrong. So if I know, even in my teachings, even in my studying, some things are wrong, why am I not taking account of that? Some things are wrong. I'm there's not 100%. Even DNA is not 99.9%. If you look at DNA, since it's changing through people, so when a person come out, my DNA is not 100%. My DNA is only like 80, 90%. And if her DNA is 80, 90%, and if it's 80, 20%, so 80% know you the father. Not saying you're not the father, but what is mixed in is what we cannot make up. We cannot create. We cannot build. That's why I tell people there will be no cloning. Cloning people would be zombies. They will be robots. They be cyborgs. They will, and you will know the difference between a zombie and a being. I'm not talking about because he can murder at will or he can act a certain. I'm talking about no. They're going to be unlifelike. And if you don't know who you are, you will create babies and futures with these people. You will like money. And the black people, like black girl named Ebony kept saying, black people are greedy. But why are they greedy? See, she didn't know what to say. I was like, they're not greedy. They're not understanding. She's like, you could get a new house, they'll rob you and take you out. What they got to do with being greedy? They just don't have no. They're not misguided. Misguided is saying I'm going down the path, and I know it's the right path, but I should do this to get to where I'm at. No, you don't. You don't got to sell your body, all the women and men out there to get where you need to be, because all you're doing is for a couple of dollars. And if you don't know how to spend your money, it's a waste of time. That's going to happen with anything you do. Any opportunity you take on, if you do not know what to do, like a relationship, we don't know how to build each other back. So it don't matter. You can go intermingle interracial. Like, oh, well, a girl kept her name is Carlita. I date out. She told me, I seen this before. You seen what? You seen a black man coming at you with respect and care and honoring you. You never seen that before. That's why you single. And you don't know how to be that yourself. And that's another thing with us black people. We act like on our own part, we're not creating what is becoming. If you're looking for a relationship or a business opportunity, what are you doing? People are like, I did all I can do. I don't care what they did to you. Because if a person hurt you and they defile the commitment, they dilute it and pollute it, you no longer have to follow that commitment. They broke your trust. We've been breaking bonds. See, you're binded. See, you ain't gonna bind me and say by marriage. I'm gonna get married on my terms and under real marriage in my heart. Who I am. Who are you? I want to really know you. What makes you sad and cry? Even if you everything you do is from a simulation. Because you want to be similar. You want to be like Beyonce. You want to be like Rihanna. You want to be like Melanie Fiona. You want to be like Sanaa Lathan, Gabrielle Union. You want to be like those ladies, Maya Angelou. That's a simulation. But what part of you is you? You're a carbon copy. You're not carbonated. You're blood made. Carbonated is just the vessel we in. But you are blood made. What's inside of you is what make up you. The outside is not you. But what happens in your inside? So if you don't take care of yourself, you eat a lot of sugars, you eat a lot of fatty food, you become obese. And in the healthcare system, is though there's no care. I was telling people last night, there's no care in health. In healthcare, there's no care. It's just health. People thought about it at my job. The one lady laughed. She was like, wow, I never thought about that. It felt like it is true. I was like, that's what I'm here for. And they all got quiet. I'm here to bring the care back. I'm very new. I'm a month in. They keep telling me, I'm like, no. Because I remember I was doing dietary. I was doing pots and pans. I didn't mind going, because I didn't mind when I leave. As long as I got back home in the time frame. And I was getting paid. I was getting paid to work. And for black people be like, why you treating helping her different? They paying me. When I came and helped you, you kept giving me I call it the ass kissing syndrome. I know how to kiss your ass to help you. And then when you say I'm not helping you, get mad. You ain't give me then it's not even didn't even pay me. You gave me nothing for it. But you say the white man, the white man paying me, and he's paying me a decent amount, and he's not gonna talk bad about me when I take time off. See, but we had to force them to do that. They didn't do that on their own. But at the same time, I'm kissing your ass and parental advisory or everyone that say content, the intent of what I'm saying, and I'm the worst. I'm known as a good black man, but you don't want to be with me. I'm just okay. Go let that white man, that Asian man or Puerto Rican, let them let you stay in the house. I bet you do some type of work. I bet you go out there in that garden. I bet you go out there and go help that car. You're not staying with them for free. Or I bet you have to give them some sex. I'm not asking you for sex. I paid for sex before. We all do it, indirectly or directly. Any way it go. But when you live in me, I say do what you got to do, and you sit on your butt. And I started making suggestions, and I started encouraging you. I let people know I'm not a motivator. I'm more of I will guide you. I would say, hey, I found all of these jobs for you. Now, depending on what you want to do, make a choice. But sitting here is not going to help you unless you're sitting there to rest. And I was like, you've been resting for the last 2 years. So what are you doing? This is what this lady Audrey doing. She's out gone. This lady helped her. And from my knowledge, she's still doing the same things. Now, unless I come back as a false report, and if she's doing better, and I hope she is. I hope April and Elizabeth is doing better. I hope Tasha, the other Tasha, I hope Ebony, the other Ebony, I hope they're doing better than what they was. Soraya or Tatiana, whatever her real name is, Stephanie. Hope they're doing better. Felicia, Shamia, I hope they're doing better than what they're doing. Her name is me. I call her Shamia. Will, Curtis. These are people I grew up with. My cousin Lorani, Orano. Hope they're doing better than what they're doing around me. But since I was such the bad person of helping, and the guy I grew up with stole money from me, he went to the school with me, and he was just looking and let him clean himself up, fed him, still took my money. Go tell me that money wasn't in there. I was like, it was. I just put it in there. I came from the store and put it in there. It was $20. I had 60 in there, ended up being 40. And I looked all around, like you said, couldn't find it. So what we gotta do is stop searching. But what we gotta do is stop the first cause, and I had it, is we gotta come to realization it's not gonna change until we have a real change. It's not. Until we sit down and talk. We YouTube hate on it's over 200,000 videos on interracial or supremacy or whatever. That's not my life. I don't manifest that in my life. I don't manifest hate into my life. When people do wrong, I conversate. I remember a guy, I was slapping him up. What's up? Walked away. 5 minutes later, he got shot, and he got shot in the butt. It wasn't even his bullet. He was around the other dude. I was like, that could have been me shot. He got shot in the booty. So my height, I'd have been shot more in my leg, and I need my legs. I don't have a car, and I don't care for driving no car. So people we forget what is a luxury. Life is a luxury. Life is not a luxury. Life is imminent. It's here. It's a being. We are here. We're not going nowhere till it's our time. And some of us get taken out before our time. We got to start really caring about each other. That was like the first thing of Revelation. We don't care. We don't even love. We commit adultery to one another. That's adultery when you say hatred is adultery. Look up adultery. Start defining as I was speaking before. And one thing I forgot, I always say at the end, we'll say it now, is enjoy life. Whatever life is enjoyable. Because if you haven't laughed and smiled in a while, you need to smile and laugh. Because no way in life you don't smile and you're not enjoying life. Life is not work. See that incantation in you? Work, making me work. I don't have to work to enjoy life. They say work harder, work smarter, not harder. If you got information on how to do it, people get mad at the brother. Like, why don't you start your own university? That is quite easier. That's better. LeBron James. I don't know. He said that we come down on him. I come down on you, brother, because I expect you to uplift me and be like, man, go a step farther. That's normal. If you got the funds and me, all the black people in the world with money, go farther. You opened up a school. Now go directly to the neighborhood. See the children that need the help is not coming to you. They're hungry. They need shelter and their clothing. They don't have clothes. They're cold. They're freezing and they're hungry at the same time. Guess where they at? They're in the neighborhood. You cannot reach me over. I'm not reaching you. I'm reaching the people that can listen to the computer, that can come to YouTube and listen. I want you to be a guide and go out and show them. You got to go grab the guys off the street that's dealing the drug. You got to go feed the children that's hungry. These foster kids, these women that's having baby, these men that's having baby. You got to reach them. This is the resolution. It may not sound like it's not, you don't have a plan. No, this is not a plan for a grant or to start a business to present to a Shark Tank, to present to investors. You are the investor. This is my presentation to you. I want you and we need you. It's a need. We don't see it as a need no more. We so damn comfortable. I got Wi-Fi, I got clothes, I got a car, I got a house, I got a great job. But it's people, oh, F them. Look how they think. Well, they think like that because you don't give a fuck about them. I'm gonna say it like that. You gives two fuck. That's a cuss word. The kid, you don't care. We don't care enough. See, that hurt me when people say I'm not a what? Say, oh, okay. And I'm not gonna argue on it. I'm just gonna let you know. Stop. The guy that's coming, like the girl tried to say, you joined the military. I didn't join the military. She's like, you want to protect her? I didn't join the military to protect people. I liked I liked the dress blue uniform for the Marine Corps, Semper Fi, hoorah. We call it do or die. Let's go. I didn't join to protect the whole nation. I thought about my family, fool. But she ain't hear that part. She wanted to say that under her breath. I was like, I heard you. No, I didn't join the military. That's not why I joined the April. See, you got me all wrong. See, you already assimilated me to other black men or to your thoughts of what was wrong. You came in disqualifying me before you qualified me. When I first talked to you, I was like, this is not going to work because you got expectations and standards that you are a hit. She was very hitting. She hide her true self. I didn't like that. I was like, you was with two men. I don't care what skin color they treated you so great. You should have signed that contract and married them. Or you should have still been with those guys. You ain't have to marry them, still been with them, but you not with them. You a type of person that'll leave on a whim. And she did. You creating like, I wish I'd have met you 3 months ago. No, you don't. You don't want to talk to me no more. Stop saying that. That was dumb. Don't dumb me. I get you. I may not click on, but give me a moment to go sit home by myself. So it's good being single, but alone, no. My friend got married because he was alone. See, people getting married because they're alone, it's okay. But when it's unloving, people don't love. Marriage is not about love no more. Because to me, love abounds. It brings together. It has no boundary. I say a bound, no boundaries. It has no restriction or limit. So if family dysfunction, I watered the family. Let's talk. Let's come together. Now me and my cousin about to do it. Somebody else in the family gonna do it. Two separate. He's not a generation above me, but he's almost 15 years older than me. Imagine we get a couple of the young ones. We need him, me. We separate down the line. You see, I didn't go up. I'm now no more longer worried about, but we need to teach. I gotta help the parents, not teach. I'm getting it out of my system. Guide the parents. This is your child, who I'm talking to. But then I have to teach the child even stronger because their parents nurtured, they was trained, they was taught, and now it's their household. They went through experience. Black women so experienced on that another black man hurt them. That's it. Let me get to this. Originally, Christianity, to be saved in this country of America, us black men joined the military. We joined their fights and wars. But we wasn't paid off. We was actually doing this for the for the sacredness, the remnant of our people. We was protecting our women, the original tribes, nations of Judah, whatever, his Hebrew, the Israelites. We wasn't killing our men and women. People were more not servants, because servant means slave. We use more of a togetherness. We was loving. We was abounding each other. So if a husband went off to gather food and then come back, that next of kin, listen to the words. Help that woman and her family grow her children up. They was helping, guiding, and it's good to nurture. Because in nurture, remember, you hold the head and you hold the bottom, because the baby is not able to support. And that's the best support you can give a child when you're holding the child. So we gave the best support as a woman is what help, assistant, not serve, mean slave, to overcome. We don't need a master. She just needed help and assistance. And before all of that, we was hunting. And when we fought, the original war was when people first met each other. So we didn't know how to speak because we spoke different languages. We had to find now a like, don't use the word like either. Start getting the word like. Simulation of how can we draw terms to not kill each other anymore? So we weren't warmongers. We were settlers and they was hunters. I know I'm more attracted to the Mexican women. Now I understand, because they was hunters. And so our peace came was the two women got together. Women are more likely to fight than a man. So two women got together, was like, what do you want? And didn't speak the same language. She was like, I create clothes. She's like, our men hunt. Well, if this tiger, bear, or lion, whatever animal was out there back then, woolly mammoth, the saber tooth, come on the land, this dinosaur, can we hunt and you let y'all shed the skin and y'all create what y'all create and we trade. And you let us cut this meat up and we give y'all some of the meat. We give y'all some of the teeth to make your pearls, to make your jewelry. And when we go on this mountain, when we dig that out, we share it and we split it. It was trade. It was barter system. Capitalism is slavery. Law Department of Labor is slavery in a different way. And I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to go through because I want to get it out. So in our kingdom, now I would say kingdom, our civilization and nation, we wasn't fighting each other. These colonizers came with the French, Dutch, the Spaniards, the British. Come on, look this up. It's in the books. The revelation told me, then the book told me. So why would my revelation add up to the book and never read it? That's like my father said, I knew Malachi before I read the Bible. He said I recited Malachi. He said, and that's my father. He said I was a baby. He said I didn't read Malachi to you. Your aunts, your uncles, nobody didn't read this to you. They weren't even around you yet. And I recited Malachi. So Malachi has lots of truth in it then. Now, and I just tell my dad, he'll laugh. So we was teaching. We was, though. Then back then, we probably was training and instructing because we passed down the markings. They took our markings. They call tattoos evil. They call our praise and worship evil now. They call it voodoo. Voodoo don't mean devilish and evilest ways. That was our religion. That was what we call religion. That was our faith. That was our structure of what we give our praise to the Creator. That's why we believe in the Trinity. It's similar. They knew that. They derived all these religions together and made different religions and say these are the top ones, the Nation of Islam. And they came up with names because but remember, some things are wrong. So they telling me I was hurting. No, we wasn't. We was together. And then here come the warmongers, the Jezebel. They brought all their filth and dirt, grime, and residue with them because that's how they live. And orgies and how we became slaves, taking care of their, how we was sacrificing people. That wasn't originally. We didn't sacrifice. We went to our creator and he guided us. Go through the light. Come this way. Go that way. That's why the children was wrong. Because they started listening to people. He said, don't, I didn't tell you to go that way. I didn't tell you to do this. I didn't tell you to do that. What the hell wrong? That's when the word hell wrong. He said, he didn't say worship me and call me. He said, keep. I would keep. I'm guiding you. I don't have, you don't gotta, just give me thanks. That's all. Like literally, that's all. He will, our creator will cry. Thank you, creator. He's crying for that. I love you because I love myself. Not because he loved me first, because I loved me. Now I can love him. If I don't love me, I'm gonna love, I don't care. Invisible. He's invisible. He's present, but he's not here. And I cannot touch him. We don't even love the people we can touch. So if you don't even love the people you can touch, since you hate your own people, how are you gonna touch your creator? Church people are the worst people. I ain't never been in my life when I got around people, gossip, hate. Ooh, look at that. Look at this. Mean faces. Bad, sad countenance. I never seen that in my life before I went to church. And it's not just the mind. I'm talking about Muslims. I'm talking about all y'all. Jehovah's, Mormons. I'm not just talking about I'm talking about every religion. He's like, what are you? Guy, you atheist agnostic last night? And you're like, no, I'm not affiliation to nothing. I believe in I know in the creator. He give me revelation. I was like, I get everything spiritual. I don't read no book. Now look at the book. I say, this is part of the truth. Because I know some things are wrong. From the beginning of time, the translation of all these words that they taught us is not correct. I know that. I'm not a fool. That's fool. That's why the creator, he say, walk towards me. You look down, you're going to fall. Why would you look down? He say, walk towards me. He's your guide. What I'm doing in life is the guide. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of some secret society. They're not here to kill me. They're here to kill my spirit. If they kill me physically, they didn't kill my spirit because I didn't give in. We gave in to whatever they wanted to do to us because we weak ass people. We the dumbest, and I will say this, the dumbest, foolish, stupidest, the most ass clown people ever. We the only race that have no community. We talk about the Jews, the Chinese, we don't do that. We scared to do that. I see these guys in the Hall of Fame, the Sharps, the Jordans, they don't do nothing for people. That's why I'm diss LeBron. KD, that was wrong. That's like a relationship. Yeah, that's wrong. But I feel you. You wouldn't go win it there, go somewhere else. Respect. But don't tell me in your morals and value, the quality of my man, I can't say that I got better when I'm not with her no more or not with that person or team. No, I had to change my outlook of life. You change your outlook of life. That's what happened. See, my ethics didn't change. Murder is murder. Rape is rape. No is no. No mean no. Yes mean yes. So you say yes, that means yes. But when you say no within that yes, I have to stop. So there's no reason I should be doing what I shouldn't be doing. And no, Elizabeth, you got a messed up mind. I don't care you having sex with some dude. I felt it in my spirit. When my friend that I fell in love with, Nicole, got married, I felt that in my spirit. I asked her friend. Her friend tried to get with me. Two of her friends since I know, because I know I'm a good man. But they see that. But I don't want to get with you. Because I know you said things about me, whether it was a lie or not. Then when I talk to you, it's like, I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't never get with a man. So we got to go back to where we was at. We was together. We wasn't robbing, killing, and raping, hurting the young women. Our women is so weak now. Our men is so weak. I'm part of the weakness too. So I'm not exempt. I'm not just saying it to say it. I'm not going to say I'm not part of the weakness or the inability, which weakness turning you, it's an inability to not have. No, I don't have the ability to be the man that I want to be, but I know I'm a man. I'm not gonna let you take that way. I'm not gonna act real because I am real. If I cut your arm and we cut each other arm, I bet you blood come out. That's real as whatever. That's the realest you gonna get. That's real. So I don't know where this real come from or real man or you're not a man. I'm a man. I got a penis. I got testosterone. I got whatever you qualify as a man. Now, what you want me to be is, man, I want you to be. I'm not here for you. I'm not here to be for you. I'm here to be, whether I'm for you or not. But I guarantee you, if we came into a jam, I'll help you. but I don't know your affairs. I'm not going to help you. So once we get back to understanding one another, that matrimony and bond been lost, and care, the principles, the first, the prime, the beginning, we not gonna never come together no more. We're not meant to be together. We're not trying to establish anymore. We're not trying to create stability. What it's gonna take? I don't know what word it's gonna take. Just like I was reading a book, Think and Grow Rich. He wasn't telling me the answer because I don't know that. I had to go figure this out on my own. We got to figure this out on our own. The I part of community first. What is the I in you? Why is that you jealous? So to be saved originally was to work with them. The French, the Dutch, Spaniards, the British, the Romans. They are called Romans. That's where the word went. Romans, whole bunch of men. The Dutch, they grouped together. They classified themselves as Romans. See, that's what the word Romans means. If you didn't know, you can look all of this up. This is from Revelation. And it's so funny. I cannot read one book and get this in Revelation. And then people go read a book and be like, it's sitting right there. That's amazing, isn't it? And then people like, well, a lot of things you say not in the book. It's not supposed to be in a book. Because a lot of things you're going to say is not going to be in a book. But I'm going to listen because if it's not in a book, it holds some truth. I like truth. And it's going to connect. I feel like everything linked. Just like all religions going to derive from each other. They're going to link together. If it don't link, it's not true. So people are like, OJ, so if that don't link, no, it's not true. I'm not going to change my mind. So it's like I go my whole life. So what is true when we were together? But what separated us, and this was happening long, long ago, we forget. Slavery wasn't the first division between our people, the first separation. Because when we start allowing their gods, which is demon in other cultures, God backwards is dog, dogs are demons. And we take care of little demons in our house. They protect us because they're living under the demon order and structure. Because you're feeding them. I don't care if you feed me, not how you treat me. And they notice that. And now even them in other cultures, demon, so your God is a demon. How would the demons work under? But when you call my original faith voodoo, you didn't feel nothing. But I called your nowadays religion a demon, so it's evil. You felt that, right? See how that works? They told me my original faith was wrong. We wasn't doing all of that in our faith. We weren't cutting heads off. They call them witch doctor. Witch doctor, right? You need a doctor. If you're a birth, you need a pregnancy doctor. Your doctor of you need better medicine. You need a medicine doctor. It wasn't alchemy. We literally took from the earth. Alchemy is creating what's not there through chemicals. That's why pharmaceuticals is evil. It's chemicals. No, my body is not made up but chemical. That's why you got a chemical. The side effects is nauseousness and dizzy because it's a drug. It's not for me. It's not a truth. But the plant, I came from the earth. Why don't that hurt me? It's not supposed to. So what we're doing is creating a more hate from each other. So what we did, the original women in your womb, you were strength. The phallus was to procreate. So the man enter his phallus into your tunnel, your uterus, and he released. Out came a whole bunch of seeds to get to your ovaries, the egg. So the seed can inseminate, to fertilize, to reproduce, procreate. Come on now, professional. Like these words all connect for a reason. They don't use it. It's the next step that is needed. The next, how you say, level up. I'm teaching you level up and not so many. And now I throw it out here and there. That's leveling up. You created a child, but I'm not going to do parentheses or quotes. Under the right stance, under the right structure, a love. You were pleasing each other under love. So all love is not meaningless. You know what the word wedlock say? You was born out of wedlock. That means you was in the birth. So in the womb, your mother and father, before you was established, They was married in the heart first through the Creator. The marriage come from through the Creator to us. It don't. It's no. You don't need a license or paper. You don't need the paper. All you need so much need to like, and that's why they wanted gay people to do that. They can take they taking your money from you. This is your birthright. I don't. What you do, and the lady could ask like, what if you don't get a work in a job? They still owe money. You are property of the United States of America, which is an organization. It was the Unified States of America. It was British colonies, the United States of America now, and it's a federal republic still. That didn't change. See, we changed the names. Like the Illuminati's, it's the mafia. It's all it is. It's a grand order of priestesses and generals and lieutenants. That's what the military is. The same. It don't change. Senators, they're lieutenants. The mayors, they're like gunnery sergeants. Come on now. They got sergeants. It's the order. Come on. We not silly. I'm not dumb. This is revelation. And so the women, you lost power of your womb. You don't understand womb, your life. You are so strong and super. You're like Superwoman. Where do you think Superman came from? Think about that. He's not an alien. He's not from another planet. He's a man like me here. They call it the brown, and Superman supposed to be brown. Who do you think Green Lantern is? Look at the superheroes. Y'all don't know nothing about revelation. I know. And that's why I ask people, what revelation have you received? They're like, no, you're not always touch with your creator. One guy tried to give me that BS. He a Freemason. Sabir Bay. Like, no, fool. No, you not. You're not always in touch because you got to act upon. And the witch tried to tell me, well, witchcraft he was using, I don't know his craft. He spells and potions, I guess. Or trying to tell me I can manifest what you said. You can't curse me because I'm not a curse. And the curse is not going to work because I know how to manifest to bring into my life. You say I'm going to put a spell on you, you're going to have bad luck. No, I'll release and I'll deflect you. I declare and decree that's not going to happen because I already manifest. That's not going to happen. And even I don't say that, I'm like, it's not going to work because I don't live my life in curses and bondages. I'm not binded by your strict law. I'm not binded, but I am of the spirit. I am a God from the God. So once we start learning that, we will get away from this hatred from each other. And so as we came together as people, we start listening to their gods, listening to their laws. So it became our rule, order, and propaganda subliminal messages. We wanted that was our technology, but somehow that's their technology. We had this already. This is what I'm using, this phone I'm using. They had this. We had the operating system. Nobody created this. The tablet was out thousands of years ago, but the people, the Mayans, they like, well, these fools don't get it. It took thousands of years for us to understand the tablet. This is from Revelation, and you can research the tablet. This tablet, this is not the first tablet you ever seen. It didn't look like this, and if it did, it's not the first tablet. It's not. It's been created. It's nothing new. The internet was already. They had to find a way to control us and mass produce it. That's all they did. Once you start thinking upon, and if you're saying black people don't matter, so be it. But I know we do. Because what's going to happen, we're going to come and think. Oh, yeah, let me finish. So as the man protected, once we let the world get in, it was both our men and women fault. We're going to stop having blame towards each other. It's both of our faults. We allow the whoremongers and the warmongers and the Jezebels to bring their spirit of what they have into our lives. And when we did that, of course, we lost. We did lose. That's why we say we had no gains. It was a loss. So we didn't make it. We didn't have a rights. We in their law. So when the men, it's called Eye on the Prize. You can read about a lot. Money could go back so far. Even read from the slavery book. It's like 1619 to 1875 or whatever it was. Or 1775 when slavery got emancipated. I got to read the book on that. I'm going to read the Emancipation of Proclamation. I got to read the Constitution because I know in the Constitution there's state, but they're not state. They dumbed it down to state orders. There's federal orders on how we should treat people. Why capitalism is important. Why the law of the land is important. That's why they put that in the book so we can read that. But I'm gonna be for me. I care, so I'm not gonna drive 70 when it's supposed to be 30 because I might hurt someone. So I understand that. So in a lot of things we do is true understanding. And so, and I also have to learn. We have to learn too. Women, you are a downfall, not just men. When this happened big in the 16 and 1700s. I think in 1500s because feminism movement came. That's why it worked. That's why it's working so well today. And women say I'm a strong feminist. I say no power to you. You don't have no power. You over here, sister. You in the dark. When we went to war, all of the men went to war. Black men. Our black women stay home. So when they was home, they was giving them the jobs that we was work. And it's not that they was doing the job better. It was an efficiency rate. They didn't have to pay them the same amount because the women was no law yet for women. But they still would pay them the same amount. It's like, okay, we're going to and they changed the payment rule, Department of Labor. And when we came home, we was messed up from seeing people die, seeing what happened out there, what we've been through. We had no one to help us. Just like how when slavery happened, and if anything, if women want to make real blame, keep going back in history, we always protected our women, but women had true power. See, I don't even go back so far because when women had true power, we really honored women and women respected that. But when they started taking over our land and killing the men, and see, our black women don't want to give no power to that, but they say, well, just like that white man, you should be able to hold on. But remember the time you watched your brother and uncle and father get killed by them, and then you told them to scare us? It's like we all work together to our demise, we in now, our destruction and our corruption. You left us hanging when we came back from war, and when black men procreated with white women, they were women. See, if only women knew their power, and this is why we tell a woman try to say she can't walk her house and get her a man. Yes, you can. That's not true. I don't know what you're looking for. I didn't say a certain type. I said you can walk out. Men really can't. We get ignored. I get ignored. The ugliest woman had an entourage known when I was in the military. So I could tell this Ashley W. lady, that's not true. You can. I don't know what you're looking at, but you're not looking for love. So it's hard for a man like me to see you. So if men in them is looking for love, where at your age, the stage you're in, the mark you at, then it is kind of hard because your first presentation of you looking at what is his job. You don't like job, so what is his career? To me, it's his profession. What do he take? How much? What do he? It's like it's nothing said about how he treated you and care about you. So when we went to war and came back, we came back home to nobody. So that's what you see now. People are like, well, there's more lost men. Well, we don't have no women to back us up. But if you ask a woman, I let in my life, I let 4 women stay with me before, 5, including my cousin. But my cousin would do things that was very dishonest to herself and me. And I say, this is weird. I'm letting you stay here. A guy come over, he hide in my closet. Only reason I know because I was still using my closet for laundry. And I touched it. I was like, and he still didn't come out. I said, let him be. I was like, I don't want to meet him. But I ended up meeting him. I was like, why was you hiding, man? This is my cousin. You two are adults. She's an adult in my eyes. She was over 19, over 18. After 17, they kicked her out. Like she had no guidance. They left her hanging. But what she kept doing was weird to me. And it made it hard on my life. I was like, my life, and I kept telling her, I was like, you making my life harder. I'm here to help you. And this like showed me. I was like, I cannot, I'm tired at this moment. Like, give me a chance. And she kept, and I was like, you ready to go? She's like, no. So I was like, I was trying to find help into her. I was trying to put a guide in her or challenge her, but she wanted it on her time. I was like, I can't go on your time. It's like If I go on your time, I won't have no place to go. I'm not able to help you if I go on your time. So with no help in their time, so now you see, I don't know too many. They got so used to watching TV and being brainwashed. Women that make, I'm like a woman that make like I make like I make 130,000 a year take home. It's just like I'm not like what like not. I want to get to know you. I'm like cool, but she started looking at everything that has nothing to do with how I treat her. I'm like, excuse me, I make over 35,000 a year. I don't need your 130,000. And if you save me your money like you should, I don't know. You make 130. You single with no kids. You make 130,000 a year. You've been doing this for 6 years. You got a good little bank going on. You got enough of bank if we had a child and you don't trust in me. But I can pay these bills because you're making it seem like it's hard to pay your bills. She's like, well, my house is. I make 35,000 a year. My house is. They say I would have to come up like I can pay 20,000. No problem to me because my life is backed up too. So where is our beef at? See, they made it about money, and that's what I keep seeing in women. Everything's starting to become about money. So if we start getting back to loving each other again, let's like a resolution that sound funny. It sounds like a little kid because little kids will tell you the same thing. I like him, I like her. So I go talk to them and I get to know them. People like you talk to no, because I love people. And a woman told me you shouldn't love people, go to God. Well, God love people. And God love people. The creator love people. So what's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with me. You sick. Something. So if we understand what happened, and that's what happened. We went to war, came home, nobody. I don't have. I'm single and I'm alone. I would tell the truth. I am alone. I'm not counting on nobody to help me, but I know when I need help, I'm not gonna get it. And the Creator has showed me that during my homelessness. He's like, no, but you don't gotta hate them because in this case, I don't hate you. But you gotta, you know what to do now. I just gave you a present. Now become the best you can become so you can help people that get in your situation. This is my rep. This is my mission. Community in unity, togetherness and bond and matrimony. And I want to see us back together. But I know it's gonna take a work. It took 266 years. We at the 400-year mark. We haven't made no grounds. People are like that's a and some people are true, but I won't say those small works. Keep doing those works. I appreciate you. I appreciate Colin Kaepernick. I appreciate LeBron James. But what I don't appreciate is the people that's out there like they're doing. It is a contradiction. They are reneging to the cause. Michael Jordan. You yes, I thought that would have been cool, but I'm happy I did not invest in prisons. Well, Michael Jordan, they still house the most Afro. Go start a community. See, like what LeBron did. His is for everybody, but I want to go directly to my people. See, and I learned about black people, we don't like directness. Even everybody I say this to, there's like, this not for everybody. I was like, no, because everybody not messed up. I said they can come and look at and get help and assistance the same way like we can from their culture and their whatever they're employing. But I was like, more so the people, I didn't grow up in a white neighborhood. I didn't grow up in the suburbs. I grew up in a place where I seen black people with a few white people and Puerto Rican people. Those are people I want to reach. I don't want to reach this area of Buffalo, the South. And I live in Amherst. I don't want to reach Amherst because Amherst is not on the map with me. I left my door open all night and nobody attacks me. So I'm not saying it can't happen in this part of the city, but that's not the people. I'm coming. I cannot leave my door open out there in the neighborhood I grew up. I will get robbed and somebody will walk in my house. I cannot leave my bike on my front yard. It would get taken. This bike could get snatched. And let me put all the fixings on it. And it's not sad. That's the bad part. That is bad. We manifested what we wanted to see. We wanted the hood. We like the hood. Where the hood, where the haven't got a ghetto. Hell no, Tupac. He don't got a ghetto. Fool. You know what ghetto is? I get around. Oh, you made dear mama. Well, look what you did. You was in gang. I'm not saying that Tupac. I'm not saying that I'm being perfect. I paid for sex. I've done things in my life that I shouldn't do, but I know not to do it now. And I still have to get over those things. That residue is still there. Residue, doo-doo. Look at it's shit. It's stink. It's feces. You get sick from it. So when you stress and you ill, you get sick. Nobody telling me this. This is revolution I'm teaching the young. And it's like, and I started talking. I was like, man, this will be a long conversation. They're like, I know, OJ. And they're like, I'm ready to listen. Like, let's listen then. I want you to expound. Like when I talk, like, what you think? It's like, they was like, that's what I thought. Everything you saying is what I thought. I never challenged myself. I never thought myself to be better. You are the greatness. You the $1 million dream. You are the dream. Like the artist name, The Dream. He's the dream. He created what he wanted. You create what you want. Nobody gonna help you. But I can't assist you. I can't help. But let's get to where you want to be first. It's your path. It's your journey. Choose wisely. Enjoy life. Get on your focus, your purpose, mission, and position. Your affirmation, your reinforcements, your empowerments, moral values and ethics, good, positive being of who you are. I know I saying a little of nothing, but I said a lot of something. I hope it connected with you. Manifest what you want to see. Do what you want to be. And make sure it's in the good spirit, the positive spirit. Being a stripper is not cool, but if that's your avenue, use it. But don't always be a stripper. If you a prostitute or escort, that's your avenue. Don't always be a prostitute or escort. If you use women, that's not your avenue. Become that's not who you supposed to be. You a drug dealer, that's not who you're supposed to be. I don't care what your uncle's grandfather did. No. Or father did. No, that's not you. That's not right. Feminism is wrong. Sexism is wrong. Masculine. What is all of that? What the hell that mean? Be your person. Be who you are. You have a great day. The great that you be touched by the light. I don't say blessings. I'm gonna say light. The truth, the all truth, that the revelation let you receive what you suppose. What is for you is for you. It's uncorruptible. You can't take it away. No one can. So as we watch, as we receive, let the Creator speak to you. Let the Spirit guide you in the positive. Positive outside of you is negative. Don't worry. You can work within your area, your plane. You can level up. You can get to but this is your finish line. This is your starting line. This is your mark. It's not the finish. Until you blacked out and you can't breathe and your body give out, this vessel give out, you alive. You are not awoke. You are alive. You are living. And backwards is evil. So you're not evil. You got a choice. The power and the path you choose to set for yourself. Young men and women, listen. It's not easy, but it's not hard. You make it to what you want to make it. And there is iniquity. So there's obstacles already before you. Parents got to deal with it. We got to deal with it. But now we can start setting the way. The adults for the children. Make your child. Don't wait till your child get hit by a car to start a program for people to understand. Start giving teaching. If you very good, start working. I'm very good at like what I'm doing. I go on the street and do this with the young men and children. So this is not just the internet. This is for the people that got access, that can hear me and then go out and guide. That's what we're supposed to do. Your feet on this. This is the ground. This is the feet. You step hard surface. You can't break through that unless you need a harder object to break through it. So that's what I need. My harder object. I need you, the harder object. The internet is the source, the tool. There's a vehicle, the conveyor to get it forward to the next people. The internet is not my only source. This should be your only source. Go out and guide the people and challenge them. You have a great day. Be the best you can. Shalom.